Hello friends, this is Mohammed Shakil here from How Engineers Do It, and welcome to the series Practice with Me Sessions, SolidWorks Beginners. Few things before we get started. If you're not in the first video of the series, you would probably miss something useful. Practice with Me sessions are designed in a way to explain tool to the beginners by actually working on the simple projects. Thereby they learn to implement the tool at the same time. It requires zero CAD knowledge if you want to start with these lessons. I will make the drawing file full size in every video beginning so the users can take a screenshot of it and use it while they practice. This series is created following the success and appreciation I received from CAPA videos, so I will try my best to do the same with SolidWorks as well. I request my viewers and subscribers to give the same support I received from CAPA tutorial videos so that we can make this program a huge success. As usual, give thumbs up and comments. Without further ado, let's begin.
In this video, we'll work on exercise number 27. To start off, we'll go to File, New, and double click on the part template. Now we have the empty workspace open. Let me expand the drawing so that anyone who wanted to take a screenshot can take this. Now let me get back to the normal view and let's begin the sketch. So this is a simple model and this can be done maybe with a couple of sketches. So I've taken the front plane to do the sketch, and let me go for a line, and let me do this profile here, only this much. Right, and let's create an axis line, and now we'll just select all of these lines and then go for mirror entities, select the mirror about as this axis, click on tick mark. Now you can use a line to connect these. Alright, now it's connected. Now let's do the dimensioning over here. That'll be 60. This is 60. This is 110 and this is 110 as well, so we'll just simply take these two lines and go for collinear, and the overall height will be 75 and this distance will be 35. And this point and this line will be in the midpoint, tick mark. We can see that almost all of the lines have been constrained. Looks like they are constrained, except that this is still moving, so I just need to give a constraint over there, so that will be right. It's not 75, this is like 55. So we're talking about, okay, now this is 55, so this will be like 20 difference, so this will be of length 10. Now we have the sketch fully constrained, so this is this portion over here. So let's just exit the sketch. Now let's go for surface, extrude, and extrude the surface in opposite direction by the length of 50 minus 12 is 38. Alright, now that's done. Now select the sketch and go for fill surface and flat surface. Now that's filled. We have the other side open here. So what we can do next will be we'll select we'll go for features, we'll go for create plane, and select this point, and we have a plane there. You can select this one also if required. Okay, let me just go for create plane once again. 1, 2, and we have a plane created. Now let's click on that plane and go for the sketch. Now what we can do is I'll just draw a line upwards now we have that done. You can also fill this and dimension this like this is 35, this is 75, so this will be, the difference will be 40, and this is again defined as how much, 35, so 10, 10, so 30, so 15 and 15 on both sides, or else 40, so 20 totally over here, so 20 on over here and 20 on the other side. We'll just give 20 over here. You can see that there's a problem over here, so I can just give for vertical, and that'll be constrained. It's a fully constrained sketch. Exit the sketch. Now you can go for surfaces, extrude surface. On the opposite direction you can give like 12. Now that's created. Now what you can do is you can go for select all of these edges over here, and go for fill surface. You can fill that, and again you can go ahead and hide this plane if you don't really need it at the moment, and then you can go for fill surface again, select this edge, this edge, this one, and this one, and you can go for fix up the boundaries. Click on the tick mark, and that will be done. So we have this portion done completely, right? So what you can do now is select 1 and 2, okay, select 1, 2 and 3, and before doing the mirror entities, what you can do is just select this line and go for features, go for plane, and select the second reference. Select references and constraints. Okay. Okay, we'll just do one thing. This is like 35, right? Select this plane here. Go for the plane. 35 divided by 2. So flip offset. 35 by 2 will be like 70.5, I guess. Alright, now you can select 3 of these surfaces and then go for mirror and just select the mirror bound plane as this one, this guy over here. Future this on the mirror. Alright, we'll try to do that once again. So we'll just go for the mirror. In features to mirror we can give like this one, surface fill, this guy. Okay, alright, so if you have a confusion there, what you can do is just go for insert surfaces and go for knit, and knit 1, 2 and 3. You can knit these surfaces and click on, and also merge them. Click on tick mark, and you can see that 3 of those surface is already gone inside this net here. What you can do next will be to select that net and go for mirror and select the mirror about plane as this plane over here. If one or more features used in this mirror feature are no longer in the model. That's a problem now. I don't really know why is that. Okay, we'll try to, okay, we'll just try to do that one by one maybe. So the plane is gone, so let me just try to redo. Okay, redo feature is not coming up, so we'll just go for the plane and we'll just create that plane like in the reverse direction. 17.5 is good. Okay, let me just try to do this plane one by one. Mirror and mirror about as this. Used in this mirror feature and no longer in the model. That's really not. Okay, let me take this and then go for mirror. Features to mirror will be this plane here, and mirror face plane will be this. Oh my goodness, I just can't believe this. It's not really working. One or more features are not there in the model. What do you mean by like that? Okay, I'll do one thing. We'll just try to put this plane on top of all of this. We'll just try to take all of the surfaces and then go for like mirror and select the mirror about plane as this plane here and go for tick mark, and again the same problem is coming up. It's surfaces. Okay, let me just try to do the mirror for this surface. I'll go for the mirror surface and mirror about plane as this. I think really maybe the problem will be with the software. So however, what I would do is, in this case I would post an update, but as of now I would complete this model by doing or repeating the same step that I have done before. That will be to go ahead and create another plane based on this line and this line here, and go for tick mark. Select that plane, go for sketch, and go for Control 8. What you can do is just draw you can use collinear feature over here. And also smart dimension, this will be like 20, and go for sketch out and go for surfaces, extrude surface, and extrude it with the length of like 12. Seriously, there's something going wrong with all of this. I think the problem is definitely okay, there's a problem with this. Okay, so this is a usual case. Okay, I've just deleted that. Exit sketch And now you can go for surfaces, sketch, go for extrude, and extrude with like 12. And what you can do now will be to go for fill surface, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Fix up boundaries, tick mark. Now that's done. And again you can go for fill surface, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now that's done. That surface is already done. And now finally you can also fill surface, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now that surface is also filled. Now we have the model almost complete, except the fact that we have to do this hole over here. So we'll just go ahead and create a circle. Now select these 2 points here and go for vertical, tick mark. I can go for smart dimension and dimension it from the edge like 75 divided by 2, and the dimension of the circle will be diameter 30. Exit sketch. Now you can go for features, no surfaces, extrude surface, reverse direction, and the distance will be like 50. Now select this and go for trim surface. Go for trim surface and go for remove selection. Remove this as well. Go for tick mark. And one thing that's a problem is that the extrude is moving a little quite more than what's required. So I'll just go for edit feature and just edit at to a distance like alright, I really see a difference over here in the model. So I see that it's really supposed to come till here. So in our model it's not coming till here. So what we can do now is we'll do one thing. We'll just hide this. We'll just hide the surface. Alright. And go for extend surface, extend. You have an option in surface, let's call it extend. Go for this edge, go for insert, go for surface, extend, and extend it like by 12. Similarly, you can do that over here. Surface, surface, extend like by 12. So I'm doing this only because that I somehow misinterpreted the drawing and made that mistake here. So in your case, you can directly do that without the extend command. Now you can just fill this up. And now finally you can go for this surface here and go for trim and remove this surface as well. And now we have a completely continuous model which is done. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And there was some places where I have have got stuck, even though the model looked very simple in the beginning. Anyways, hope we have learned something new today. Thank you so much and stay tuned.